Chris, the founder and developer of Process Trader. I want to start using or showing you how I use Process Trader every day. So probably I will split it in different videos. So pre-market preparation, notes I could be taking before and during trading, post-market review, and of course if I take a trade I will log it and show you how everything works together. Okay, so let's dive in. So this is the entry for today, the 16th of September. And now I'm going to follow my routine, which is first check the higher time frames, top-down analysis, and we can see, of course, this is the Nasdaq. The monthly bar is clearly up. So how I do it is start writing down all what I observe in the markets. Okay, monthly is clearly up. Then I go down to the weekly, which is basically the same scenario. We have 3 days in a row up, coming from a balance area that was like at least 5 weeks balance, push up. Okay, volume is quite decent. Remember, these are rollover week, so movements can be a bit overwhelming sometimes. And we even see, right, this is, in my case, I'm just using the current contract. Okay, so rollover already, TradingView, which is fine. I don't truly mind about, I mean, I know it's showing this gap, but it's basically because this rollover, but it's fine. I will just continue. So yeah, daily up, showing a gap to rollover. Okay, and so we have this right till September. Yeah, okay, so it's actually just the day officially rolling over in Q. Let's see, actually I'm just a bit curious about how could be. Yeah, okay, so this is actually, for many people, this is still the current contract, September, right? So situation is quite similar, of course. The only difference is the gap, right? We don't see it here, but we see it on the December contract, which is expected. As I said, I don't want to go into all these details. My goal is really to show you how I use the platform. For sure I will go offline and then really decide what I'm going to do, if I'm going to be trading September or December. So I'm not totally sure right now, to be honest. I really didn't check it. I just opened platform. My idea was to record this process, and that's what I'm doing now. So okay, let's continue with September. Anyways, doesn't change the narrative. No gap, which is fine. Then that checks the first item for me. Then is the prior day action. For that I go to 30 minutes, candlestick charts, and what I do is, you can see clearly I have the volume profiles per day. You can see migration up, 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 I use the RTH volume profile as well as the VWAP ETH, so extended trading hours. I do anchor, we'll see it soon. So I'm just showing you my whole process, okay? No secret sauce here, no secret formula. I just don't believe in that. I truly believe the process is what matters. If I could give you everything what I do, you could take it totally in a different direction, make it your own, and I would say that is the right approach. And this is what I did so far, right? Learning from different sources and make my own process. So yeah. So prior day, yesterday, I didn't trade. Mondays I normally don't trade, just because I don't really have so much time. But yeah, it was a clear push up. Here we have New York. By the way, you see the, I'm in Germany now, so that is why you see 3:30, which is 9:30 Eastern. So yeah, you see, or we see how the value is migrating up. So, and yesterday was clearly a bullish day. Okay, so market is clearly bullish, going up, one time framing up, value migration up, which I already consider. I mean, this I do it every day, so I know exactly what is coming. But yeah, it's good to have it and check boxes, right, to see progress, that you go step by step, preparing for the market. And we see it was basically one time framing up, just in the middle of the session, afternoon in New York, was a kind of maybe profit taken from longs, but just to push, and was a balance up there forming a P shape, right? But the last push was interesting, actually, quite a lot of volume. But again, it's rollover week, and my guess is like a lot of big positions are being established, moved to the next contract, etc. So yeah. Okay, that is progress. Overnight session, inventory is 95% or more long. Long meaning mostly all the action has been happening above settlement. And we see, of course, also a gap, right, that is forming. Just now it's pulling back to ETH VWAP, but it's fairly strong. Value migrating up, of course, which means confidence from the overnight buyers. So yeah. Up is 2:05 p.m. here, so it's still 1.5 hours to go. Normally this doesn't push either way, except there are news at 8:30 Eastern time, meaning 2:30 here, and I will check it out in a bit. But yeah, we have I just saw it at 2:30 we have retail sales, and it's a high impact news. So this could change in 25 minutes. So I don't want to say we are going to open a gap up. It's what is happening right now. Could happen anything in 25 minutes, 5 minutes or whatever actually. But yeah, anyways. Rollover, OPEX, yeah, both. OPEX, Friday, multiple options closing, and rollover. December. No, it's not the end of the month. This is also important for me. Again, this is my process, right? I think it's quite important. I learned over the years that sometimes I just don't realize, and it's Friday, the end of the month, the end of the quarter, and I'm just trading the market as it is just a regular day when nobody is trying to close things desperately or whatever. And I learned the hard way that that doesn't work for me. I need to be aware of these nuances, days and dates where a market can really shoot up and down. I mean, if you are a mechanical trader, which I'm not 100% mechanical, but I do have my rules, of course, and yeah, sometimes things just don't work because the extreme moves that can happen in 5 minutes just before the open or 5 minutes after lunch or whatever it is, you know. And in my experience, it's due to a lot of this kind of events or dates. Okay, so what I do now is okay, not sure why. Drawings. Okay, this says okay, this is interesting. I think I mix it up here. Let's see. I think I delete all the key levels, technical levels that I normally use. Truly, I don't know why. Oh, okay, I can get. I think it's because actually the contract. It's because the contract. Let me see. It could be. Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. I have to be honest. This is new to me. I was not expecting that the drawings were actually fixed to the contract, which is the continuous contract in TradingView in this case. But yeah, that was, I was a bit scared that maybe I delete all the drawings. But anyways, I will just continue with this specific contract, and just to show you, right? We have a new all-time high here, which was yesterday. Again, I will decide about when I want to really use basically for the gap, right? It is a gap, of course, as you can see here, but of course not so big at the one from the previous contract. But yeah, what I do is to mark the value levels prior to the high, really basic things. So all-time high was yesterday high. I just align it very closely. I trade the Nasdaq, so I don't care about 2, 3, 10 ticks, to be honest. Sometimes works at that level, even the Nasdaq, but normally don't. So I try to not be extremely accurate about what exactly is yesterday high or whatever. I just want to have an idea, areas, and yeah, that's my style. So okay, value areas, we have X's that they were not tested, VWAPs, anchor VWAPs that have not been tested as well. So I have overnight levels, I have yesterday's level. What else? So somehow I don't have yesterday low. Must be here somewhere. Yeah, it's not so important. So this is for low and highs. I mark the RTH session. So that is like yesterday's low, right? We have the value. This is the most important thing for me. Value, point of control, high, low. Then I do anchor the VWAP. Again, ETH, this is my anchor VWAP. Yesterday, prior day, anchor VWAP. And then I also mark, it's also here, right? high volume nodes, if they exist. So here's a interesting one. These are interesting for me because price didn't shoot down. I mean, from these values, these volumes, boom, price went up, up, up. So it's been just accumulating, going up, accumulating, going up. So it's important for me for the narrative. Okay, this is a weak reference, which is a overnight low that was not tested. This was also a weak reference, but of course it's already taken, which was the overnight high, which was like shy the all-time high from the prior day, but boom, was probably a very easy level for some of the technical guys to take out or to even front run. Okay, and I would say ATR, the ATR I take it in the, the 2 minutes. So the ATR for me is in the 2 minutes, which is my trading chart. Basically, I keep it in the 2 minutes, so it's 5. So ATR as low as 5 points, which is for the overnight. For the NQ is between 5 and 7 is what I normally expect to see. If I see over 10 points, means something normally happened during the Asian session or European session. And of course, after 2:30 my time, if NFP or whatever it is, CPI, LALA shoots, normally of course that increases. But yeah, that is ATR. I mark already the levels so quickly. Also the anchor VWAP. And then that's the first part. And then now my preparation, I'm checking now my Apple Watch. Let's see, I slept, whoa, 8 hours. Not bad. Do you consume? Yeah, actually I consumed coffee around 30 minutes ago. For me that is a yes. I do have tendency to react to coffee, so stays, I feel it for a couple of hours. So for me it's important to know this factor. Okay. Stress level just before, I would say it's between 2 and 3. Mainly because I'm recording this and it's the first time I do it. I guess that is the reason. Not because the movement in the market is quite nice actually. I didn't check it until now, but the movement is quite nice. I mean, the first standard deviation of VWAP you see here. This is normally a trade for me to take long. When it's so strong, right? When the market was so strong up, normally this is nothing safe in trading, but this is a good bet. Probabilities are very high, and let's see. So it's 621. Yeah, okay, only 10 points, right? In a lot of time. I mean, it's in terms of range was not good in terms of, well, but expectations, right? ATR is. At this point, yeah, it was 3 points. Okay, you are shooting for 3 times the ATR. If you reach 10 points, it's quite decent. It's very decent. Okay, normally I don't go for that. Normally I go for 20, 30 points in NQ. But yeah, anyways, that is part of my read so far. Any mental distractions before trading? Maybe preparing video. For uploading YouTube, I'm still not sure. you will see. I guess I will go for YouTube. I mean, it's the very first video I'm recording, so please be mindful of that if you want to post some critiques or positive feedback or constructive feedback. But yeah, anyways, I'm not doing it for, I mean, I do it because I really want to help people. I feel like I'm helping myself with this kind of process, with the tool, of course, and I think can really make a difference, can really do. Yes, I have. I mean, I'm taking the time to focus today on trading. Major skills, yes. So retail sales 230. By the way, every time you are filling up the text. A couple of seconds later, you save the form. So it's in draft mode right now, but it's saved. Okay, checkboxes are triggering the save immediately. So just to make sure that you know that. And the pre-trading routine performed. Yes, it is performed. So what I do now is just because I kind of forgot it in the whole process while thinking about this. This is my whole setup in TradingView. Okay, so you see overnight high. I don't know why I put it so far. This is the 5 minutes footprint bars. So that helps me to identify, well, high volume areas. Is at 8 ticks or 2 points actually. Again, it's not the Nasdaq, so I don't want to go to the tick level. Also the high, you see this push down was with a lot of confidence and won the battle, yeah. But we are now bouncing around VWAP and the century. I mark, of course, the century 24,600. I will need to reorganize them because the rollover, normally I need to move them a bit, but yeah, that's the idea. This is the market profile ETH session, so it's full 23 hours market profile, and the RTH profile. As you can see, interesting. It was like, okay, yeah, it's showing here. You see it's a beautiful, almost P shape, I would say. We have X's down here, and then those are the levels I marked. X's. So by the way, you've noticed already, I mean, I'm following Jim Dalton and many others that they're going through this auction market theory. Future 71 is one of them as well. Josh from Trading with Profile, etc. So, and then yeah, actually here we have a poor reference. Well, I call it poor because it's double top basically. Then we have a small gap. This is still play. It's not really filled, so gap. And yeah, we can see market profile helps a lot to show, yeah, the progression of the RTH sessions in this case, right? And I keep the last day extended and no. Okay, and that's it. I think this is for now. And what I do here is copy the whole image here, and I said full terminal context, boom, and I paste the screenshot, right? And then I wait. As I said, there are news coming. In 15 minutes or so, so I will wait for that. See you in the next one.